Welcome back, everybody, on this Monday. Joining us now for our first midday forum is financial professional Brett Shunkwiler. Thanks for being here, Brett. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me again.
So we've got like 21 days left in 2018. The year, just another year, just right off the calendar. And this is that time of year you start. You don't want to always, but you start thinking about preparing for your taxes. I am. You know, all that boring stuff you have to do as an adult. It's fun, much more fun to be a kid. But anyway, what are a couple of the key things you want people to know right now as we head into 2019 and the whole tax season gets going?
Well, some of the laws changed from last year to this year.
Yep.
So one of them is we had, the standard deduction and the personal exemption. They added up to a little over $10,000 last year.
Okay.
However, they got
for who? 10,000 for
per person.
Per person. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So what they did is they got rid of the personal exemption, but they upped the standard deductions. You might say, well, what the heck does that mean? Well, it added up to like 10.3, 10.4, something like that. But now each person's standard deduction is now $12,000.
That's right.
So in essence, that means hopefully more money back in your pocket. So one of the other rules that changed is if you're over the age of 65, each person that's over the age of 65, they also get a $1,300 deduction. So if you add it up, you say, all right, well, I'm married and we're both over the age of 65. Well, we get $12,000 per person, so $24,000. Plus you get $1,300 per person for being over the age of 65. So right off the bat, you get standard deductions of $26,600 in regards to your taxes. And that didn't exist last year because some of the rule changes or whatnot.
Right. So how does it impact deductions then?
How does that impact deductions?
Yeah.
Well, some of the other deductions we'll talk about is if you have some people...
Itemizing.
Yeah, some people itemize. So if you itemize, you don't take the standard.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay. But some other deductions that you can get, you say, all right, well, what if I itemize? What if I do standard? Well, either way, you can still have the IRA deduction. So if you contribute to an IRA and you're eligible, and go on my website, shunkwilerfinancial.com, because I actually have the rules and limitations that the IRS puts out to say if you're eligible or not to get those deductions. And also HSA. So that's another one that you can contribute to regardless if you do standard deduction or regardless if you do the itemized deduction.
Okay.
And then you also want to think, all right, well, there's a couple deductions, but what about conversions? So right now with the tax law changes, people are finding themselves, or the majority of the public should find themselves hopefully in a lower tax rate. So would you rather pay taxes in a higher tax rate or lower tax rate?
I gotcha.
So most people say lower. All right, well, now would be the perfect time to potentially take some of that IRA money or 401k money that you might have, take it and convert it over to a Roth IRA where your money now grows tax-free and you get it out tax-free, but the only way to do that is pay the taxes. So since tax rates are lower, that might be a year, or now might be a year through 2025, assuming they don't change between now and then, to potentially convert and save some tax money.
Well, bottom line, threw a lot of stuff at me right here. I'm not smart enough to digest it all. My mind's spinning, even but we got new deductions, and if you used to itemize, the game changes a little bit. But you can go. What's a good website to go to other than yours? What's another one to check out for the rules in the game? IRS.gov, right?
Yeah, that's the exact one I was thinking. IRS.gov is the perfect one to go to.
Okay, excellent. Appreciate it, and we all have to pay our fair share. That's how things get done, right? So, thanks very much for coming in. Stick around. We'll be right back with our second midday guest.